Coming up next, a look inside video and audio production.
This is one of our new high-definition television studios. We have two of them with the most advanced technology in high definition.
I think, probably our biggest strength is the hands-on aspect. I know that, you hear that a lot, but we really are that way. We get people coming into the studio and doing a small, simple studio production within the first 5 weeks that they're here. People are operating the JVC 100 HD cameras for shooting within the first day, really. We get them in here and we show them how to run a camera, and then we send them around campus and have them shoot, and then we come back and they're editing. I think it's really, if you're a hands-on learner and you don't want to wait to run equipment, this is the place to be.
First and foremost, trustworthy and honesty is a very big thing for us. We're sending people out on the street to represent our radio stations, and we need to make sure that the proper image is going to be displayed with the public and with our clients and people that we provide services for. The reasons I like coming back to New England Tech to look for new employees is that I'm a New England Tech graduate myself, and I'm well aware of the training that the New England Tech students get here at the school, and they're trained by industry professionals, and they're trained on the most modern, up-to-date equipment and in many different areas. So I know that when they're going to come into Citadel Broadcasting to work for us, they're going to be ready to go without too much training.
For employees, we look for people that have a passion for the business and that want to succeed in the television business. Graduates from New England Tech have always shown their enthusiasm and have the skills that are needed. We have hired New England Tech grads in the past. They've been great. Experience-wise, I think they come in with just a broad knowledge of all the equipment. They really are well-versed in new technology. They want to succeed.
Coming up next, a look inside architectural building and engineering technology.
So Doug, we are in the architectural department, is that how you?
Correct, yeah, architectural building and engineering technology department. Our students will, in their senior project, will take an architectural project, they'll model it using 3D software, and in some cases they'll create an actual scaled-down wooden model for presentation to a potential client, which in this case would be a jury of their faculty members. And they'll present the requirements for the particular project, and then they'll explain to the jury basically how the requirements are met with the design that they're looking at.
I chose architecture because I've always liked buildings, even as a little kid. Legos and fun stuff like that I really enjoyed playing with. I decided to come to England Tech because I thought it was a great environment to be in. It was close to my father's house in Warwick, which really ended up sealing the deal for me. I thought it was a good move, it was a safe move, and it's really started to pay off. I'd come to New England Tech in the architectural program because the professors are incredible. They're mostly working professionals that also come here and teach, which I think is different from a lot of the big-time colleges. The class size, the professors really are interested in you learning. Well, I have 7 weeks left in my program, and then I'll be getting my Bachelor's of Science, which is fantastic because New England Tech offers a 4-year degree in 3 years. After graduating from here in my Bachelor's, I'm going to hopefully attend grad school right away and fulfill my Master's requirements. The goal is to sit for my licensing exam and become a full-time architect, a licensed architect. At the end of the day, when I graduate from here, I'm going to look back and say that the last 3 years have been crucial to my development as a professional.
So students are actually working right now on projects for their senior project?
Yeah, I'm sure that some of them are. This is week 9 of a 10-week quarter, and a lot of our students have projects to present next week. And so they'll use these, the design studio here and these round pods to work, as I said, individually or collaboratively on a project, similar to those collaboration rooms we showed you earlier down in the library.
Prior to coming to New England Tech, I was enrolled at another art school where it just wasn't, it was too art focused and not enough technical and hands-on information, and so ever since coming here it's more practical, more applied, more real-world based information. Yeah, compared to the other art schools out there, New England Tech was a better value for me. Not only aside from the pillows and paint samples, we have the technology, the computer software, that is the industry standards right now that we're learning to work with, the documentations that you need in the professional field. We are learning how to use them on a daily basis here so that when we get out into the workforce, we aren't gonna, be just frozen with fear going, I don't know how to do this, because we will know how to do it, because they really do teach all of that here. I'm about 1 year away from graduating with my bachelor's from New England Tech, and my goal is to get into a firm, hopefully within the Boston area, to work for them so I can get licensed. And then from there, hopefully open my own company in 10 years. Is my goal to have my own design company, and then my 20-year goal is to have my own design and real estate company.
At Cardi's Furniture, we have hired several students from New England Tech from the interior design technology, and they worked out so well, we wanted to come back to the school and hire more students. Here at the Career Expo today to recruit students from several programs at New England Tech. One of them would be interior design technology. I know very well how New England Tech prepares their students for the jobs that are out there because I am a New England Tech grad myself.
Coming up next, an inside look at mechanical engineering technology.
This is our mechanical engineering technology lab. Our students here will again use 3D software to create models of various mechanical enclosures and mechanisms, and then they have a variety of different ways to bring those to life. They have rapid prototyping machines which allow them to create basically a plastic model of their design. They also have full-blown CNC machines where they can make a very intricate metal design.
At Composite Modules, we typically look for employees or candidates that have a combination of both practical experience, hands-on experience, as well as the education to support that.
Hands-on education.
The first place I come when I have an opening is to New England Tech.
Call New England Tech today at 401-467-7744.
Started right from day one when we purchased the building. It was ready for occupancy by the previous owner. However, it didn't meet our design requirements at all, so we ended up stripping out everything that was done internally back down to the steel studs. We took all of that construction debris, which amounted to about 500,000 pounds, believe it or not, and we segregated that into the various types of dumpsters and recycled every ounce of that material. As we built out the building to meet our needs, we used low VOC paints, we used adhesives for floor coverings that did not emit toxic gases. We reused most of the ceiling tiles and lighting that was in the building previously. We included this beautiful atrium where we opened up these ceilings and included skylights to bring natural lighting in to the building. So everything that we did in this building had the environment in mind.
And now you're applying for LEED certification.
Correct, yeah, we're hoping to achieve LEED Silver certification. And the reason we couldn't go for gold certification is the fact that we were starting with an existing structure. So we were limited in terms of the LEED points that we were qualified for. But the process of collecting the data, organizing the data, and then submitting it to the LEED certification body is in process, and we hope to hear sometime soon.
Great. Well, we've had a little bit of a tour around the new New England Tech building in East Greenwich. It's amazing. If you have a chance, come by, and I'm sure that Doug can arrange for you to take a look and have a tour of the building.
Absolutely.
I'm Chris Raffa. Thank you very much for joining us today from TechWay.